began to do that when I met Dory. And Dory had a scanner that scans all of your body frequencies, your magnetic frequencies in your body, and it identifies abnormalities. And it was that scanner that basically diagnosed me with adrenal exhaustion. That was what started my path to find out what I had. And then I got to the place where I got the care that I needed. But I've been using the supplements that Young Living recommended on that scanner. I've been using the essential oils, and I am getting better. But what I learned through this whole adrenal exhaustion journey is how chemicals are a stressor to the body. And I've always known that, but I didn't do anything about it because it seemed overwhelming. What I've learned is it's not overwhelming. It's really easy to do. You just do baby steps, small steps, one thing at a time. And by getting rid of those chemicals from on my body, in my body, and around my body is going to function better than it ever has before. Metabolically, it's going to be normal. My immune system is going to resume a normal function. So that is part of the message I want you guys to hear, is that getting rid of those chemicals in your world is so important because they are toxins, they hurt your body, and if you want to live a cleaner, healthier life and be a healthier you and your family to be healthier, then this is the right path for you. So basically, that's all I wanted to say. Just start small, start here, start now, start with Dory.
Thank you so much, Angie. No pressure, right?
Right. It's easy.
Awesome. All right. So thank you so much. I'm going to mute you again. But you guys, again, if you have anything that you want to chime in, say at any point, just kind of flag me down, or you can use the really cool function and raise your hand. So anyways, I'm Dory. And if we haven't met before, hello. I have been with Young Living. Let's see, I've known about essential oils and really studied them for 3 years. And it took me 3 months of a lot of research before I decided I wanted to buy any essential oils. And it ended up that it was with Young Living because that was the best of the best that I could find. So I've been using Young Living products for 2.5 years. I have 3.5-year-old twins. They were 10 months old when I got my premium starter kit. And I just loved them. The moment that I opened them up and smelled them, I loved them. And I couldn't be without them, and I couldn't stop talking about them. I'm a teacher as my background. I taught elementary school for years before having kids. And the education of using essential oils was always really important to me for my own personal knowledge. And so it just became really important as people were asking me questions that instead of answering the same question 10 times, I just taught a class. I borrowed a script from some of my friends that used Young Living oils and taught a class. A couple of people couldn't attend. So a week later, I taught another class. And from there, Deborah's showing off her Essential Rewards box. Love it. But yeah, from there, thank you, Vanna White. I love it. But yeah, from there, I couldn't stop. I could not stop talking about these products. I loved them. That turned into not just using the oils, but using the cleaner. And then that turned into the soap and turned into me trying to make some stuff and having some successes and some big failures and realizing that Young Living had a lot more than just the oils and the soaps. And I just kind of went on and on. In the 2.5 years that I've been using Young Living, I just, I love it. Deborah, you are hilarious. Yeah, I've really loved these products. I've just loved what they've done for our family. I love that we, without having to shop products, have really found the best of the best. So anyways, in all of this, I was really the only person that I could find in our area that used Young Living. And so I created this community, and I needed it for myself. And I knew that as I had other people locally that were starting to use oils, we needed it as well. And so we created One Breath at a Time. We've renamed since it was originally named, but we are One Breath at a Time, and that's our group. Time is spelled THYME if you want to find us on the website. We have a website, onebreathatatime.com. But kind of let's get started. So what are essential oils? So they are basically what we call the lifeblood of the plant. They're concentrated and they're distilled from shrubs, flowers, trees, roots, bushes, the fruit, rinds, rosins, herbs. Each oil consists of hundreds of different natural organic compounds. And it's those compounds, we call them constituents, that makes the oil unique. And that's what really brings all of the different things that the oils can do. So for instance, lavender is known for being wonderfully for relaxing, calming, concentration. It's also great for the skin, great for grounding. It's great for a lot of different things. It also tastes amazing too. But how can it be all of those things? Well, it's because of the amount of constituents inside the plant, and we can use it for all of those things. So in humans, if we distill the plant the correct way, it can provide support for every system in our body: skeletal, muscular, circulatory, endocrine, which are our hormones, respiratory, immune system, all of that. We can utilize oils for all of that. And it can support brain health and healthy weight as well. We also can use them extensively for emotions. And one of the things that I'm a certified practitioner in aroma freedom technique, and we use the oils to help focus and lower some of these automatic responses so that we can really break down some barriers that hold us back. So they can be used amazingly with emotions. But they can be as simple as soothing a child's tough day at school, providing a calming effect when you've had a stressful day at work, maybe giving you just a little bit more energy if you need to focus on getting to the gym or just making dinner. You just need a whiff of peppermint. They're fantastic for that too. But you can also use them as alternatives to a toxin cleaning chemicals in the home. So you can replace just about everything in your house with essential oils or essential oil-based products. So there's 3 different ways that we can use oils. And at this point, since we have some people that have used oils before, can anyone share one of the big ways that you can use oils? Want to raise your hand? Okay.
I love it for my skincare products. I make
Awesome.
my own skincare products now, and I love experimenting and making new things.
Perfect. Yes. So Angie is talking about using the oils topically. We can use them directly on our skin, and they have amazing benefits, not just for our skin, but you guys, the skin is the largest organ in the body. So if we are putting oils on our skin, they're absorbing in and they're getting into our blood, into our cells. Within 20 minutes, they're going to circulate throughout our entire body. They're that powerful and that potent. Now, when we use oils topically, we usually want to dilute, meaning that we're going to add some sort of fatty oil to it so that the oils don't evaporate quickly. Because essential oils, we call them volatile, not meaning they're going to explode, but they're going to evaporate quickly, and that's what we smell. So if we want them to stay on the skin longer so that they can absorb longer, then we're going to add a fatty oil: coconut oil, almond oil, olive oil, grapeseed, avocado. Those are just some of the choices that we have. But there's some really good ones, fantastic ones for the skin that we can use. So I know Angie has probably been, if I know her, she's probably been doing her research on which are the best oils to use for the skin, for the face, and she's blending her essential oils with that. So that is one way. That's topical application. Anyone know another way that we can use them? I see that Deborah actually, oh, yep. Okay, Deborah, I'm unmuting you.
I drank mine.
Yes!
I just put some tangerine in my drink, and I have a whole plethora of new ones that are partly Linda's and Corey's and mine, and I'm going to share with you. It's great. Tastes great. Go ahead. Yay.
Absolutely.
Drink up.
Yeah, no, drink up. Yeah, that is another way that we can use oils. So that is going to be, so there are like kind of three methods. The ingesting oils is the French method of using essential oils, using it for cooking, using it in your water. And I didn't say this, but the oils that we're going to talk about, they're just Young Living because that's the brand that I know. It's the only brand that I would recommend ingesting because we own our own farms. We control all of the processes. There are no chemicals anywhere in there. And I'll talk about that a little bit more later. But yes, we can ingest oils and they are delicious. And it's a great way of getting them to our systems. A lot of support there. So, okay, topically on our skin, we can ingest it. And what is the third way of using it? Angie's pointing it out. If you can see Angie, who wants to raise their hand and tell me. Deborah's pointing it out too. Oh, come on, this is an easy one. Kim, I'm unmuting you. Can you see?
I was trying to figure out, I knew how to unmute, but I couldn't figure out how to raise my hand.
Oh no, you're just like that. You're good. So what's the third way?
The diffuser.
That's right. We diffuse it. And oh my gosh. So you can be, I don't want to say lazy, but yeah, you can be lazy like me and just do one oil in there. I typically don't do a lot of blends in there because I'm just like, I just love the oils as they are. And I'll just put that one oil in. Or you can be really creative and make up some really cool combos. Has anyone tried a really neat combo with the oils? Love it.
I love to do the different blends at night when you get ready to go to bed, and it helps you sleep better and stay asleep.
I love it. What are some of the blends that you've done, Kim?
Lavender and I have to think. RC. I think.
Oh, that's good.
Different ones. I can't think of all of them right now. Stress Away.
Yes. Oh my gosh, lavender and stress away would be great. I'll tell you another one that I really, really love, lavender and frankincense together. I am in love with that combination. So that's a really good one. But so that's the third way that we can use oils. So we can diffuse them, put them in the air, and smell them. So really, we can also just smell them right out of the bottle, and we're doing that application. We can ingest them, and then we can add them topically. And so those are the three methods, German, French, and English ways of aromatherapy. And then we, with Young Living, we've studied all three of those, and we use all three of those methods. So tests have shown that oils can reach the heart, the liver, and the thyroid in 3 seconds when they're inhaled. 3 seconds. It goes that quickly. They're found in the bloodstream in 26 seconds when they're applied topically. And the body processes and metabolizes essential oils within 3 to 6 hours, which is why we usually don't need to repeat a use of essential oils within that time period because they're that quickly ingrained into our body, which is fantastic. All right, so essential oils are not a new thing. They have been around for thousands of years, and they've been mentioned in the Bible 1,100 times. The Babylonians placed orders for cedarwood, myrrh, and cypress. Egyptians used oils in beauty and embalming. In Pakistan and Rome, essential oils were used in bathhouses, so very, very popular there. In medieval Europe, they were used during the Crusades. They were brought back to Europe. And really, essential oils are just now being rediscovered. They've been around for all these years, but only in recent times have we kind of rediscovered the benefits of them. It's this going back to our roots and going back to more natural methods of living. For so long, we just wanted something that was easy, these quick fixes. But we're realizing now how much can go wrong when we have these quick fixes. And sometimes they're what we need. But at some point, going back to trying to make our body balance itself out is really beneficial. So, do essential oils work? Raise your hand if you can tell me, yes, they work. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they work. Essential oils work. Again, in Western medicine, we find a symptom, we pinpoint it, and we take a medicine for that. But when we do that, other symptoms pop up because we're not getting to the underlying issue. In homeopathy, we focus on healing the whole body for overall wellness. And so the oils, when we use them, we can find a state of homeostasis, that balance in the body. And herbs, if you hear about herbs, they are very similar to essential oils, but they are the leaves and they're the kind of the dried up parts of it. Essential oils are going to be much higher concentration because they come from the living plant, and they're created, they're extracted when the plant is still living. So they're in much higher quantities of it. But the way that you would use herbs, you can very similarly use oils, just you don't need as much because they're higher concentrated. Now, in the United States, there is no rating system for essential oils. Per the FDA, in order to label a bottle of essential oil as pure or even as therapeutic grade, the contents of that bottle only need to contain 5% oil. So I'm going to pull out just any of my bottles of oil. Okay, I have purification here. All right, so that means that, and we're going to pretend this is a non-Young Living bottle of oil. So that means in this bottle of oil, I only need to have 5% of real oil in there, real pure oil that comes directly from the plants. And then I can fill 95% with something else. But that 5% is pure, so I can say the whole thing is 100% pure. That's not right. I mean, that is not how it should be, but that's how the labeling goes. So how do you know that you're getting a good product? You need to research the company because they can say whatever they want to on there. So just make sure that you are really getting a good company, good reputation. This is why I did 3 months of research before buying anything because, I will say that differently. I did buy something. I did buy a grocery store oil, and it was a big mistake. So don't be a Dory. Don't pull a mistake that I did. But there's 4 categories of essential oils. Grade A is therapeutic. That's going to be Young Living's grade. They're made organically from grown plants and distilled at low temperatures. Grade B are food grade oils, and that's oftentimes you will see those in grocery stores as that food grade. But they can contain synthetics in there. They can contain pesticides, fertilizers, chemical extenders, or even carrier oils to dilute that to make more product. Grade C oils are going to be our perfume grade oils that will often contain adulterated chemicals, and they usually have solvents, and those are often the store-bought oils that you have. You can actually take a pure oil and some of these other oils, and you can smell them side by side, and you can smell the difference. You can actually smell the chemicals in them. And grade D is going to be floral water, which is aromatic only. And it's usually a byproduct of grade A distillation. So it's fascinating to I've been to one of the Young Living farms 3 times now, and we have distillation right there on site. And so you can actually see them distilling the oils. And when they distill oils, the oil floats on top, and then there's the floral water down below it. And companies, Young Living doesn't do this, but companies can take that floral water and use it and call it essential oils, or mix it with essential oils and call it essential oils. Young Living doesn't do that. We take our floral water and we use it in the fields. So we put it right back into the fields as almost a fertilizer and life extender for those plants. So I mentioned earlier about Young Living's seed to seal promise. So before you purchase anything, just do your research on the company. That's my biggest thing. Check to see if they grow their own products. Check to see if they have their farms, if they're going out there regularly, if they control that process. And the reason I say that, because farmers will use pesticides. Pollution will be close by. Previously farmed land, any of that can cause a risk of contamination, and it can lower the quality of the oil. And so Young Living, as I said, we are grade A oils, and we back it up with that seed to seal promise. Every single plant is hand weeded. There are no pesticides, no chemicals, no weed killers. We stand by that commitment. And then on top of that, once we've distilled the oil, we will bottle that oil, take it to our testing facility, and run it through vigorous tests. And if it does not meet our standards, we will not sell that oil. So you will go through and you will see several products in our catalog, and they are out of stock. Some have been out of stock for a long time. And it's because we just don't have the quality of the oil that meets our standards. So we're just not going to sell it. And I think that, yes, it can be frustrating when you really want a specific oil, but at the same time, it's that quality that's really important. So I just asked the question, so why would you go the extra step of using an essential oil, getting rid of chemicals from your life, and then use an oil laden with chemicals, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's actually go and let's talk about the oils specifically, right? Okay. My box. If you have any of these oils nearby and you want to grab them out, open it up. Yep. I'm going to be talking about the oils from the premium starter kit. So this kit, I just took the box top off. But this kit is the only item in Young Living's catalog that's 50% off. It is what most people get when they want to start becoming a member, because it's 11 different oils plus a diffuser, and you get to choose which diffuser you want. It's $160, which seems like a lot at first, but if you break it down, and we'll break it down a little bit later, it is incredibly cheap and very inexpensive. So let's go ahead and open it up. So when you open it up, it's beautiful inside. Oh my gosh. And this is, every single time I open it up, it is so aromatic. And this is where I wish that I had smell-o-vision so that you guys could be smelling it as I'm doing this. But we're just going to talk about the oils that are in here. I'm going to pull them out. It's really nice that there's also a handy-dandy stand. So let's see. I might push this back a little bit and see if I can get this in the picture. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. We'll see how this goes. I'll kind of put my head down a little bit. All right, so in the premium starter kit, there are 5 oils on top that are, well, and yours might be a different order when you get yours in, but the white labels are the vitality oils. These are the ones that have been labeled for ingestion. Now, Young Living, we really like to work with the FDA. And I will say, by the way, that nothing that I'm saying is meant to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent diseases, but they're incredibly beneficial. So the oils that have the white label are vitality oils. They are labeled for ingestion. Now, we have a lemon vitality, but we also have a lemon that doesn't have the vitality label on it. That means that it's labeled for topical use on the skin or aromatic use in the air, or that we can use it for cleaning. But I'll tell you a secret. That bottle and the other bottle of lemon is the exact same product inside. It's just labeled differently because the FDA says that we have to label them differently. We have to say if it's ingesting, it's just ingesting. If it's other usage, it's just other usage. So it has to be different there. All right. Let's go ahead and start with lemon since I pulled it out. Anyone want to talk about lemon, some of your favorite uses? And for this, and I will say that when we're talking about all of this, we do not want to be diagnosing, treating, curing anything. So we're not talking about headaches. We're not talking about aches or pains. We're not talking about any of that kind of stuff. But just, maybe if you put it in your water, tell me like what you like about that. Or, you might have some good feelings from it. So does anyone want to share? Yeah. All right, Angie.
Well, I never get lemon in my water at the restaurant because that is ew. Very bad. You don't know how long that lemon has been sitting out there, and it's disgusting. But this is not going to make my body acidic. It is more of an alkaline product. It comes from the rind of the lemon and not from the fruit, the juice, the acidic part. So it's good for me, and it tastes good, and I love it in my water with lime.
That's right. Oh my gosh. Do you have Lime Vitality? Are you? Yeah. So good. So I promise I'm not pouring like any drops in here. I'm almost empty with my lemon, and I really wanted to refill my water. I just have to be patient. There is, if you look at the bottle of oil, there's a big drop. There's a big opening there. That's where the air goes into the bottle. And there's a little tiny pinprick of a drop, and that's where the oil comes out. And of course, mine's just being really stubborn right now. I really wanted a drop of lemon in my water. It might not happen. I think I just need to refill mine. But anyways, yes, Angie is totally right. Lemon comes from the rind of the fruit, so it's not acidic. I have acid reflux. So that has always been a big concern of mine, is making sure that I am protecting my body and not creating too much acid. So I love lemon in my water. It is a gentle detoxifier. So, we have cellular memory. Any toxin that we've ever experienced in our lives, our cells love to remember it. And so it just kind of latches on and holds on to it. So we need to use detoxifiers to help rid our cells of that toxic memory. And lemon is a fantastic one for that. Antioxidants. Actually, all essential oils have antioxidant power to them. They all have great ORAC ratings, but lemon is a really great one. Peppermint's a really great one. And then I'm going to talk about Ningxia, because that's really great too. So that's lemon. Awesome and amazing and delicious. If you've ever tasted lemon zest, it's the same idea there. All right, then we have copaiba. All right, I want you to, if you want to unmute yourself and say it with me, do it, because it's so much fun. Or if you just want to say it while you're muted, copaiba.
Copaiba.
That's right. All right, so copaiba is kind of the everything oil. We use it for just supporting the digestive system. We use it as a magnifier. That's why I said it's kind of an everything oil, but it supports just about every system of the body. So I like using copaiba in everything that I do. I'll add it to my honey. I do a spoonful of honey in the morning. I'll add it to my honey. It has a very light taste. It comes from Brazil, and it is a kind of a woodsy sort of smell, but it's a light one. So copaiba is just a nice additive to a lot of different things to support a lot of the different body parts. It also can magnify the effects of an oil that you're using, which is fun. All right, thieves is next. Raise your hand if you are in love with thieves. Yes. All right. Okay, so thieves, we'll see if I can remember all. Yes. All right. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa's raising her hand. So thieves is a combination of, you know what? I'm going to read the bottle because I always forget one of them. It's clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, specifically Eucalyptus radiata, and rosemary. And thieves has a pretty awesome history. Does anyone want to try describing what happened and kind of like how thieves was founded? All right, I will. Oh, no, are you? Deborah, were you unmuting yourself?
I guess I was. What, did I do it? Did you do it?
I did it for you.
Isn't it when the plague came about and they used it and found that people were surviving the plague using the oils that are in the thieves oil, something like that?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, these were grave. Yeah, you got it. Good job. Yay. Yeah, the grave robbers were robbing the dead and dying and not getting sick. And in order to stay healthy, or in order to, sorry, they got caught. In order to have a reduced sentence, they were still put to death, but it was just an easier death for them. They were able to give up their recipe, and it was not the essential oils that they used, but they used spices. These were spice traders, and they were able to kind of give up this recipe. And Gary Young 25 years ago was traveling the world trying to figure out all of these different recipes from all of these different areas, and came across this legend and did a lot of research on the oils themselves and on the herbs, and created Thieves 25 years ago, before Young Living as a company even was created. So Thieves is fantastic. We use Thieves. Thieves is in Vitality form, as you can tell, because it's the white bottle. So I ingest Thieves. But my kids, who are 3.5, that's a lot of concentration for their little bodies, even just one drop. So we take Thieves and we will put it in a roller bottle and rub it on the bottom of their feet. I didn't talk about the benefit of this, but putting it on the bottom of their feet they have really big pores there. And so it can easily go through and circulate through the entire body. And really quickly circulate through the entire body. So we put Thieves on the bottom of their feet. We've been doing it since they were 10 months old. Actually, by the time they were 13 months old, my daughter knew to put it on the bottom of their feet, and then they rub their feet together, and then we put socks on. And I'll do it myself. If I need a quick application, if there's an oil that I really don't love the smell of, but I need the benefit of it, I'll put it on the bottom of my feet. Also, when you first start using oils, we can sometimes think that they're very strong because they're very concentrated. Some are not, some are. But if you find that you want to use the benefit of the oil, but it's just too strong of a smell for you, even one drop, put it on the bottom of your feet. Your body has to go through some cellular detox, as we talked about, before you're ready for all of those smells and all of that. And some people are fine. Some people don't need to worry about it. But if you do, put it on the bottom of your feet for about 2 weeks. And then after that, go back, smell it again. And chances are you're going to experience it in a whole different way. So anyways, that's Thieves. We love it. We stay healthy with Thieves. In fact, last week, I lost my voice. I had not been getting enough sleep. And frankly, I had stopped using Thieves. My kids stayed healthy. My husband stayed healthy, but I did not. And it was because my immune system went down. And now it was, a few things at once. Also, the up and down temperatures that we have been having didn't help. But Thieves really boosts my immune system. I mean, my kids, this is the first winter that they have been in school, but they didn't get sick. We just don't get sick. And it's because of the oils and because of supporting our body. All right, moving on to Digize. A lot of people will look at it and they will say, like, what is that? I'm going to hold it up to my camera. So that is Digize. Digize is a blend of tarragon, ginger, peppermint, juniper, fennel, lemongrass, anise, and patchouli. So a lot of different oils in there. And it is great for, as the name says, Digize, digestive. So it is our great digestive oil. Now, this is one that is a very strong smell. Some people love it, and some people do not love it. But this is one that I would say everyone needs. Even if you think that your stomach is great, you probably still need a little bit more support for your stomach. So this is why using this on a daily basis is great. It's a vitality oil. So yeah, you absolutely can put it in a capsule. We have vegetable capsules. You can get them from local stores. You can get them online. They're very inexpensive. But you can put some in a vegetable capsule and ingest it so you're not smelling it at all. Or if you just want to use it topically, you can put it on the bottom of your feet or even rub it on your stomach. Some people will even add peppermint to it. Reason because peppermint is great for the digestive system. I know when I was pregnant with my twins, I did not know about Young Living, but I was really sick during that first trimester of my pregnancy. And my mom, in trying to help me, she found that peppermint can really help with that nausea that stems from pregnancy. And so she didn't get me Young Living peppermint, but she did get me another peppermint. Didn't work too well. But the smell did sort of curb a little bit of that strong nausea that I was experiencing. But we can use peppermint on a daily basis for just overall stomach support and stomach love. But it's also amazing for respiratory system. It's great for energy. I know that when I go to the gym, and if I'm going to do a really heavy workout, peppermint is my go-to. I will take it and I'll put a drop under my tongue. If I don't have like a mirror, because usually I'm like going like this and trying to watch myself, so I only get one drop. I can put a drop on my hand and lick it. Or if you were at Angie's house recently when we had the class there, I passed around Q-tips and we do a peppermint pop. And we put a drop on the Q-tip and then suck on it like a lollipop. It is strong. It is flavorful. It is not sweet the way that peppermint candy is. It is a great, true peppermint. So this is one that you just have to love and smell. All right, so I am going to say, has anyone used any of those and just want to talk about how much you love any of those 5 that we talked about? Hey, Kim, I got you unmuted.
Hey.
Hey, were you trying to unmute yourself?
No.
Oh, then I'll mute you again.
It's no problem.
Okay.
We were talking.
Oh, sorry, I muted you too fast.
I said, I'm here with my friend Janelle, and we were talking to her son. Sorry.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. It looked like you were going for the unmute button. I was trying to help. Yeah. I know that Lisa had written in the comments, she said that she gave some thieves to her friends and to her friend who had her tonsils out, and she was spraying it on the bottom of her feet at night and also gargling with it. And I think that that is amazing. So thieves, because it has clove in it, clove is one that is kind of a numbing agent. It's a natural numbing agent. And so I used thieves and clove when my kids were teething because it just helped numb some of that. But I also love doing it for myself. If I have just some sensitivity, whether it is just the up and down temperature, sometimes that causes some sensitivity in the gums. Nothing's wrong. It's just there. Thieves just rubbed on the gums is wonderful because of the clove, because it's numbing. Connie said that she loves peppermint water in her heated yoga class. Yes, absolutely. Peppermint is really cooling, and not only is it going to give you the energy in those yoga classes, but it's a great detox oil, like really great detoxing oil, and it can just kind of cool you down, whether you're in class, after class, whatever it is, it's great. Oh, Lisa, your friend felt better the next day. Perfect. That's great. Yeah, it's wonderful. And, we have these times that we use the oils one time and we feel the difference. But also, the more you use the oils, the more they get used to your body. And your body gets used to the oils and they work faster in our bodies. All right, so those are the vitality oils that come in the kit. Let's talk, though, about the non-vitality oils, starting with lavender. When we think of essential oils, often this is our gateway oil. It's the one that most of us get started with and fall in love with. And for most of us, it's the one that we run out of first. For me, I ran out in less than a week. I was using way too much of it. There are 90 to 100 drops in here. So there is no reason for me to have run out that quickly. I was making mixtures and things, and I didn't know any better, and I used way too much. But lavender, oh my gosh, it's so good. So lavender is our calming oil, as I said, relaxing, concentrating. It is just such a good one, but it's also really good on the skin. And so we can use it and we can just kind of rub it all over. It's in a lot of our beauty care products. Young Living is not just oils. We have supplements, we have personal care, we have cleaning, and lavender is in many of the products because of how good it is for the skin. One of my favorite things to do when I first got my kit is that I made lavender spray. And it was lavender, a pinch of salt, and sometimes I'll mix it with witch hazel instead of salt. But when I first got started, I just mixed it with a pinch of salt and water in a spray bottle. And I shook that up, sprayed it on my pillow, and it was a wonderful pillow spray, really calming. And I didn't have to apply it to anyone. At that point, I didn't have a diffuser in my kids' nursery. That's just what I used, was lavender. And it was great. My kids were 10 and a half months old when we got started with essential oils. And the day that we started using oils with them, and actually the day we put the diffuser in their room, they slept through the night. 10 and a half months, and they finally slept through the night because of the oils. So we are huge fans. Kim said that she loves lavender in the bath with Epsom salt. Yes, 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 yes. You guys, Epsom salt. If you don't have Epsom salt, run to the store as soon as we're done here. Not right now, but run to the store, get some Epsom salt because your body needs magnesium. We do not get it in our diets. And so we need to have some way of getting it. So Epsom salt is a great way of doing it, and we absorb it in our skin through baths. And so adding lavender to it, brilliant. All right, going along with the relaxation, frankincense. So we talk about lavender as being a Swiss Army knife of oils because it can do just about anything we need it to do. But frankincense has even more chemical constituents in it. And when I say chemical, I mean biochemical, natural chemicals. But frankincense can do even more. It's really incredible. And so, I love it. Frankincense is actually, it's my go-to oil. I carry it more than I carry. Yay! Did you get a new bottle of it, Deborah? Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, I carry it more than I carry lavender because it's that useful. Amazing for the skin. We're talking anti-aging. We're talking wrinkle reduction. We're talking age spots. It helps eliminate them. It's not an overnight treatment, but do you really want an overnight treatment when you don't know what's in that overnight treatment? No, but you use it consistently, and it works beautifully. But it's also really grounding, fantastic for yoga, meditation, spirituality. There's a reason why frankincense was one of the oils that was given to Jesus at his birth. It was considered more valuable than gold. And when you start using it, you'll understand why. So it's great. So those are my two relaxation oils. Now, I'll tell you, even though in the premium starter kit, they are not vitality oils, they're just regular topical use oils or aromatic use oils, we actually sell vitality versions of them. So remember, it's the same oil inside. So I use lavender and I use frankincense lavender vitality and frankincense vitality every single day in my daily capsule that I take because I love how it supports my body. I found when I started using frankincense, if you look at some of our supplements that are meant for joint support and cartilage support, frankincense powder is in them. So I love adding frankincense for that joint support, bone support, because look, I'm a mom of twins. I'm carrying regularly 35 pounds on each arm. So I need some love there. So I love having that. All right. On top of that, if I want just a topical use oil, just for kind of some soothing, some immediate muscle soothing, Panaway is my one for that. So there's Panaway. At one point, there used to be an I in there. I'm going to let you figure out where the I was. Instead of Panaway, there was an I in one of those. I'll let you kind of do a little bit of figuring. Panaway is magnificent. It is wintergreen, helichrysum, clove, and peppermint. And so you really smell I really smell the wintergreen in it. It has a child safety cap. It's the only one from the kit that has that. The reason is because it has such a sweet smell. Often children find it really appealing, and we want to make sure that they're not dumping the whole thing back and ingesting it. Oh, Lisa, you are using it for that soreness. That is awesome. Yeah, it's one that is really good. It's for topical use. So it's going to go in there. It's going to go into the skin, to the muscle, and really just help soothe. We have some awesome products that are there for actual healing and pain. And a lot of, one of those is the pain relief cream. We have Cool Azul pain relief cream in our catalog. And we can use the term pain for that because it includes ingredients that have been looked at and kind of approved for over-the-counter usage. But a lot of the ingredients that are in the Cool Azul pain relief cream are in Panaway too. So fun fact there. All right, let's then talk for respiratory love. That's going to be our RC. RC stands for respiratory comfort. A lot of people will say that it stands for different things. I like calling it respiratory comfort. I'll take it and I'll put it in the diffuser. Oftentimes in the wintertime, that's what we put in the kids' diffuser every single night when they're in bed. Just helps them breathe easy throughout the night. I like putting it on my chest. It is just really, really good as a chest rub. So I'll mix it with some coconut oil or some lotion or some body butter and put it on my chest, and it just is a nice soothing presence. You can also put it on the bottom of your feet. So that's a really good one. RC is it going to tell me? No, let me peel it back. Some of the oils, you have to peel back the label for it to tell you what is in it. We have eucalyptus globulus, myrtle, marjoram, pine, eucalyptus radiata, eucalyptus citriodora, lavender, and cypress. A lot of tree oils, which just have that kind of nice opening feel to it. So that's RC. Got to give it a good whiff. Last week when I lost my voice and just kind of was feeling like I just needed some love, that's RC was a good one there. All right, and then the last one that I'm going to talk about, because we're getting into the season where hopefully we'll be having some warm weather soon, maybe even hot weather. When we have hot weather, we have smells. Who feels that? The smells? Yeah, I see some smiles. You know what I'm talking about. So whenever I have smells, I go for purification. Purification purifies the air. It's not like plugins or these room sprays that will cover the smells. It eliminates it. It has tea tree in it. It has lemongrass. It has rosemary. So it's going to eliminate smells. But it also has citronella. All right, I'm going to unmute it. Who knows the use for citronella? Yes, you got it for free. I know you did. Good job, Deborah. All right, the best use of citronella. What is it for? Deborah, what's it for?
I don't know.
Citronella?
I know.
What is it, Kim?
For patios, like mosquitoes and bugs and that sort of thing.
That's right. Yeah, Lisa said it right as you said it too. That's right. Yeah, it is amazing. Citronella is our oil that we use to get rid of those nasty critters that want to love on us in not so loving ways. So we love that purification has citronella in it, because we can use it to enjoy being outside, not just with the smells, but with the critters. So purification, the bugs, the mosquitoes, all of that. I don't know if you guys are laughing at me or laughing with me. I really don't care though. So yeah, purification is so good. Also, if you have kids, again, the smell, right? Especially if you have kids that are maybe anywhere older than 13, the smell from the hot weather. So this is great. put it in a little spray bottle with some witch hazel. I say witch hazel because witch hazel is going to counteract some of that bacteria growth that we have. So add it with some witch hazel and some water and spray it where it's needed. And it is fantastic. You can also put it on a cotton ball and you can stick it in your garbage can. Just put it in the diffuser. It's really good for that. But also, it's going to purify the air. So if you have a lot of people that are coming over and you don't know what they are bringing into your house, if you put purification on, it doesn't really matter what they bring into the house because that purifies whatever it is, kind of negates it. So purification is such a good one. It is a really fresh smell. I love it. We often even use it on our skin because it has tea tree. Tea tree is really good for the skin. In fact, tea tree was my husband's kind of first love of essential oils, I think probably a year before I even got into them. But purification we'll even use and spray on the body. So that was really quick, the 10 oils, but there's a secret compartment. And if you got your kit and you haven't seen the secret compartment, be prepared to be amazed. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So in the secret compartment is Stress Away. Now, it's so good. Stress Away is a blend of lime, copaiba, we have vanilla in there. We don't sell vanilla by itself because of how hard it is to extract correctly. We only have it in Stress Away. So it's copaiba, lime, cedarwood, vanilla, acatea or acetea, you'll hear it pronounced both ways, and lavender. And Kim says, one of my favorites, so soothing after a stressful day. Yes, I am addicted to this stuff. I have 3 opened bottles, not including this one, so 4 opened bottles of Stress Away. And I kind of have them stashed everywhere in my house because when I need Stress Away, I really need Stress Away. And typically, if I'm introducing oils to someone, this is the first one that I'll pull out because it's so good. So if you have it, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take a drop, put it in your hand. If you notice like a brown or a darker spot to it, that's the vanilla. So don't worry, it's supposed to be there. Rub it in your hands. Cup it over your nose and mouth and breathe. So good. So what that does is you go through your olfactory nerve, your sense of smell, to your limbic system, which is the part of your body that controls fight, flight, or freeze mechanism. And it just lowers that so that it's just whatever is kind of up here, whether it's good stress or bad stress, it just kind of lowers it. Now, any essential oil, if you breathe it, it will do that for you. But I love Stress Away because of the blend of oils working together to do that. So that's Stress Away. Now, also in the bottom of here, there's a bunch of other goodies. We'll get to that. Okay. So I talked about the oils and that at first I was using lavender way too much. There's 90 to 100 drops in those bottles. Those are 5 milliliter bottles. So most oils cost about $10 to $30. And each application is 1 to 3 drops. So really that bottle should be lasting you maybe 3 months of usage. So that's a lot of applications. Now, I didn't talk about some of the personal care products and some of the other products because I actually think the oils are a great place to get started, especially because that's the only way you're going to get 50% off. 50% off, half the price of if you were to buy them just at the retail price. Lisa, I'm sorry you have to go. We're recording this so I can send it to you, okay? Or we'll make sure that you get it. Thanks for joining in. So we have all of these other great products, and they are just as cost effective as the essential oils are. So specifically Thieves Cleaner. That's the cleaner that I use throughout my entire house. It's made of plants. it only costs $1.50 a bottle, because you buy it in a concentrated bottle and you take a capful at a time and put it in a spray bottle. And you can't even get a spray bottle of organic cleaner at the store for that cheap. So it's really cost effective. And I use it for my granite cleaner, glass cleaner, floor cleaner, everything. All right, so the question is, are they safe? Yes, they are absolutely safe. They're plants. They are made of plants. Are there some plants that you may want to use with caution? Yes, there are. So that's where, if you have a pre-existing condition, if you have just some issues that you are worried about, that's where I can help you figure out where the precautions lie. But remember, these are plants. If you find a wild peppermint leaf or a wild peppermint plant, should you be able to go and pick it and eat it right away? Absolutely. And it's the same way that you should be able to ingest these oils. Now, remember, they're concentrated, so you want to always keep that in mind. But yes, if you have sensitive skin, there are some oils that you will absolutely want to dilute before you put them on your skin. You want to dilute if you're using them on children because their skin is very sensitive. And also be wary of putting oils near your eyes, just because our membranes are so we have to be careful with that. If you notice that there's a burning sensation or just discomfort, don't rinse with water. Instead, you want to rinse with a coconut oil, an almond oil, olive oil, something that is that fatty oil, and it'll help take that away. You may hear that some people say don't ingest essential oils. The only oil, again, I said this earlier, the only oil that I would say that you would ingest would be Young Living oils, because of the fact that we have the seed to seal guarantee. We know what's in them. But remember, the reason why people say don't ingest oils is because not all oils are that high quality. They may contain chemicals, alcohol, pesticides, or worse. And so it's easier to have people, aromatherapists, say just don't ingest essential oils because they just don't want to make a blanket statement. But ingesting is a personal decision. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, there are plenty of great ways that you can get the benefits of the oils without that. I just am telling you from my experience, I love it. I love how my body feels when I ingest the oils that I ingest. So here is just something I want you to think about. I want you to think about your bathroom cabinet. I want you to think about what is in those products, the ingredient list that's in them. Every day we're putting products on our skin and we have no idea what it is. No idea. We see this list and some of those words that are hard to pronounce are totally fine. They just are hard to pronounce words, but they are totally fine and natural products. But a lot of them are not. The average woman applies 300 chemicals a day to her body through soaps, makeup, shampoos, and hair care products. 300 chemicals. And 80 of those are applied before breakfast. So I want you to think about that. When you're applying those to your skin, it's going into your bloodstream. It's going to your organs. But when you use Young Living oils, when you use our products, you're using products with one ingredient, lemon. It's just lemon. Tangerine, Deborah loves it. It is just tangerine. Oregano. Yeah, that's right. It is just oregano. There's no additives, no yuck, none of that. All right. So, all right. Yes. Okay. What do you have there, Kim? Which ones do you have close by?
Peppermint and RC.
Ah, perfect. All right. Good. Good. Who else has oils close by? Well, yes, we see yours, Deborah. Okay, what oils do you have close by? What are the ones that you use?
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, okay, I got all kinds here.
Yeah.
I got lavender,
Uh-huh.
and I got tangerine. And
Yeah.
I've got orange. I got frankincense, but this is for Linda.
Oh, lucky.
And jade yellow lemon. I've got thyme and the citronella. I've got peppermint, and I've got peace and calming. I've got thieves. I've got copaiba.
Oh, copaiba.
Whatever. And cedarwood and citronella.
Perfect.
Yay!
Yay!
Do I get a prize?
And you have a dewdrop diffuser. You got a new diffuser. I love it.
This is for Linda.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got. Hi. And Corey has some of these.
Can I be Linda?
Sharing.
Can I just be called Linda so I can get some of those too?
I have this already.
Yeah.
So she doesn't have it now. She does.
You are good. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right. So Kim wrote in the chat that she also takes an enzyme daily and it helps with digestion. And so there we have incredible supplements. I want to talk about that briefly because Young Living, we're not just oils. We are oil infused products and we are a lifestyle. That is the best thing about becoming a Young Living member is that you get this lifestyle. You get 24% off of any of these products. I know Deborah just got this order in. A lot of those are free. The jade lemon was free. The citronella was free. The orange was free. There was something else, I think. But there was a lot that she got that was free because of the rewards that she got. And plus she's getting some extra points added on. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. But we have these great essential enzymes to support your body, to support your digestive system. I take enzymes every single day because the foods that we eat, even if you eat a very clean diet, there are foods that we just have trouble digesting. And so I love enzymes for that purpose. So Kim, I don't know if the one that you take is essential zymes. There's like 4 or 5 varieties of different enzymes. I know the one that I take is Essential Zymes 4. Angie, I don't know which is the one that you take Essential Zymes 4. Yeah, that's the one that, and I can actually show it to you. It comes in a 5-pack of these blister packs, and actually it's multiples of that. But I just take one slow release and one's quick release. And I just take I take both of those pills at once at a meal, and just helps with digestion. So really great there. Yes, 4 is what you have. Yeah, I really like it. But there's some really good other enzymes. There's a kid enzyme. So Mighty Zymes, and they just reformulated it. My kids take it every single day. And I credit that with so much of the other health benefits that they're getting because they're getting a supported gut. So important. But you guys, if you are not taking antioxidants every single day, you need to be. That's another thing that is so good for your body. Antioxidants, you remember I talked earlier about having cellular detox, or you have these toxic parts of the cells that just kind of latch on. Well, what antioxidants do is they go to those toxins and kind of give it a big bear hug and make sure that they don't cause any damage. And when those toxins can't cause any damage, the rest of the cell can do what it needs to do. So antioxidants are amazing. Well, Young Living, we have the best antioxidants in Ningxia Red. And 2 packets come with the premium starter kit, but I buy them in bottles. I also buy the packets for when I travel. And I take 1 to 2 ounces a day, and it's just really high antioxidant power. It's the highest that I've been able to find. It comes from goji berries, which is what people in Western cultures hear of it. We call it wolfberry, and it comes from the Ningxia province in China, which is why we call it Ningxia Red. But it's just great antioxidants. If you don't do anything else for your health, antioxidants, That is the number one thing. If you are like, you know what, Dory, the oils aren't for me, that's fine. They may not be for you, but start taking antioxidants, because that is so, so, so important and crucial to negate the other things that your body is bombarded with. I mean, we have a toxin-free home, but at the same time, we have toxins all over the place that we are being exposed to. So that's why we like antioxidants. And my kids take it too. They love Ningxia. In fact, my husband and I have to put it in coffee cups to hide it from them so that they aren't drinking as much as they want to. So anyways, the best way to begin with using Young Living is becoming a member. I know we have several members on the call right now. And the best way is the premium starter kit. The oils are the 50% off choice, but we also have a Ningxia Red premium starter kit. So again, if the oils aren't quite your thing, you can get started with just Ningxia Red, and that's how you get started and you have antioxidants. Or if you really are into cleaning and you really want to have a clean house and you want to get rid of the toothpaste that has fluoride in it and all these other things, the silicone in it, silica in it, that's the grittiness of your teeth. You don't want that. You don't need to be ingesting that. So we have a toothpaste. It's thieves based. So you're getting benefit of thieves, and it's in a toothpaste form. So we have all of these great products that you can use and transform your life as quickly or as slowly as you want. The premium starter kit, it comes with a 24% discount for life. It's a lifetime membership, and you can get every product you want at that discount, which is really nice. To maintain your membership, you just have to spend $50 within 1 year. Now, if you're using the products, then that's really easy because you're going to be getting them. You're going to be running out and getting them. And it's whatever you want. And that's how you maintain the membership. If for some reason your membership lapses and you go inactive, all you have to do is just reactivate with another order. That's it. It's very, very easy. You are a member for life. Also, another benefit is you get plugged into all of our community resources. You get me, you get Angie, you get the 400 people that are using essential oils on our team. And not all of them are on Facebook, so it's not that big of a Facebook group, but we are there. You're there if you want to ask questions, you can ask them. We have great resources. And I don't know of a doctor that's 24 hours that you can just kind of call and be like, hey, I have this question. Now, not that I'm going to answer the doctor sort of questions because I'm not a doctor, but I am there for you very much of the day. This is what I do, and this is what I love to do. And we have team members that are there for you too. So getting started is really, really easy. And I went ahead and created some links because I know that several people have invited others here. I'm going to put it into the chat so you can look and see who invited you, and you can kind of click on that link if you are ready to get started. You can click there for the person that invited you. If you don't see their name, let me know and I can get you their information, and you can get started right away with a membership so you can be a part of our group. You can get in with that, and you can kind of just get in with the club. So I want you to look around you, and I want you to kind of look at your home, but also look at the community around you. And I know that Chipotle is cutting their GMOs. Panera has placed signs in their restaurants that they're cutting chemicals from their salad dressings. Kraft Mac and Cheese cut their dyes. Heinz cut corn syrup from their ketchup. So people are starting to flip over the back of their products and look and see what is on the label. It is really, really important. And that's where oils come in. That's where natural products come in. Can you live a completely toxin-free life? No. Unless you're living in the woods, you really can't. But you can minimize your exposure, minimize the damage that's happening there. You can take control of the laundry soap, the dish soap, the cleaning products, the supplements. which are all in the Young Living lifestyle. So anyways, the last thing I'm just going to say is there's 4 options that you can kind of get started. The good option is becoming a retail customer. You're going to pay full price for the products, but you're still getting great products. You don't have to shop around. You just know you're getting good stuff. The great option is becoming a wholesale member and being a part of this community. You're saving your 24% discount with that wholesale price, and anything else you want for life, you got it at that price. The premier option is becoming a wholesale member and getting on what we call Essential Rewards. It is our monthly wellness box program. That is what Deborah just got right there with all of her stuff. And that is where you are investing in the chemical-free lifestyle. You are taking this opportunity to make sure that you are eliminating the chemicals from your home. You're doing it slowly, or you can do it really fast if you want to do a lot at once. But this is for people who are serious about making a positive change for themselves and their families. You're swapping out a few chemicals, but you're also getting points back that you can spend on free product. I would say that, Deborah, probably in that order, you probably got about 20 points back that's in your account right now. Yeah, 20 points. I think probably even more than that. That is in an account now, and she can spend that on $20 of free product. That's $20 in free money just from the order that she has there. The first few months that you're on it, you get 10% back. The next, from months 4 through 24, you get 20% back. And then after you're on it for 2 years, you get 25% back. So you get a lot of money back towards free product. That's a lot of free stuff that you can be getting. And since you're going to be drinking Ningxia Red because you want the best antioxidants, right? Ningxia Red is something that you can easily put on there. And when you've gotten enough points, you can get free Ningxia Red, which is really nice too. Then there's the 4th option of how you can kind of get started. That's what I call the giving back option. That's when you know that you have friends and family that you want to help in the way that you're getting helped. And that's just sharing what you have here. And you don't have to be a teacher. I can do that for you. Angie can do that for you. I mean, we have lots of people here who know a little bit and who know a lot, and a lot of good resources. But that's just when you say, I know this person, they really can benefit from this lifestyle too, and they can get started. And you can help them get started, and you can help make those positive changes for them. So I started this journey 2.5 years ago. I wanted the stuff for myself, but in doing it for myself, I realized that there is a lot more that I could be doing for my community and my extended community. And it's just been so fantastic. Every single chemical that I am replacing is a chemical that I am not putting near my body. I just want to say you matter. Your family matters. Your kids matter. Your parents matter. They all matter. You can take control of your health, and you can kick chemicals and you can kick toxins out of your life and start living clean. You can absolutely do it. So that's what I have here. And I just want to kind of open it up. If you just want to share your experience, I know some of you have been with Young Living for a little while. Some have just joined, but what's your experience so far? What do you love? And if you want to just kind of wave, I can unmute you so you don't have to find the button. Kim, are you? Oh, Angie, good.
I was going to let other people talk because I think everybody knows I'm crazy about the oils.
Mm-hmm.
I love everything about them. I love getting new ones in, but I love research. I research for a living. So I spend my free time researching about oils, and all my friends call me and they'll ask, you know, what can I do for this? Or what kind of oil will help me support this body system? And what does Copaiba do? And I love researching and helping to educate them and educate myself, and replacing the chemicals in my house is a big endeavor I'm taking right now. But in general, I love learning about the oils. There's always something more to learn. It is a learning curve to it, but it can be fun. But if you don't want to do that part of it, just call me, because I love to research and learn, and I'll help.
Absolutely. Yeah. The fun part for me is playing, is knowing that as long as I don't get the oils in my eyes, I'm going to be okay. And you can play, you can mix, you can blend, you can try something. And if it doesn't work out, fine, you tried. And it's fun. It's not worrying too much about, I'm not doing it right. Like, what is the recipe for this? Really, they're all guidelines. So what works for me may not work for Angie, may not work for Kim, may not work for Corey. I mean, it's all different. And the fun is in the play, and getting to experience how it works with your body. All right, I think Deborah's trying to get my attention. What's up, girl?
Well, I really didn't know that I wanted to do that, but since I have got your attention, I did play around with some Epsom salts and some coconut oil and some Copa Bahia stuff and lavender. And I put it on my feet, and my feet just really were so soft. Mm-hmm. Nobody checked them out, but I just trust me. They were really soft. They were great. And anyway, that was kind of fun to experiment. I texted Angie and told her I did it. And she said, how'd you come up with it? And I don't know, but she's like the miracle of recipes and knowledge also. So she's just fantastic.
Yeah, she is.
She's taking care of all of us, as you are, Dory. And thank you very much for introducing us to this.
Absolutely. I am so glad that you jumped on board. I'm so glad that you have had fun with the playing of it. And yeah, no one was feeling your feet right then, but if anyone had, your feet would have been ready.
Trust me.
Yeah, they would have been ready. Yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, you can just go and you can grab an unscented organic lotion, and you can grab the oil and you can mix it together. And there you have your own scented lotion, and it didn't come from a chemical store that is really smelly and will cause headaches. It will not do that. I do want to tell us a quick little story just to kind of end this out. So I have always been sensitive to smells. I did not like smells. So the fact that I was even delving into essential oils was very weird, because smells have never been my thing. I had warmers. I had these wax warmers in all of my house. One of my good friends had sold in one of those companies. And so in supporting her, I had them. But I hardly ever turned them on because the smells just got to me. Well, as I started getting into oils and loving them and realizing that the smell didn't really bother me at all, I was replacing them. I was getting diffusers in all of the rooms in my house. Well, I was also a chronic migraine sufferer. Now, I am not telling you that essential oils cured my migraines, because I can't tell you that. But what I can tell you is, as soon as we stopped using the heavy chemical cleaners, we stopped using the scented, the plugins and the scented wax warmers that were made with chemicals. As soon as we stopped using all of those things, my headaches went away. So it wasn't that I necessarily was using an oil and curing it. It was, yes, that's right, Kim, no Febreze. Blah. Ew. Ew. Am I saying it right? Ew. Yeah, ew. I love Jimmy Fallon. But yeah, it's as soon as I stopped using that kind of stuff, the headache went away. I didn't have the issue anymore, because I didn't have those chemicals in my life anymore. They were gone. And so, there's so much of an underlying cause, an underlying reason. And there are so many ways that the oils can support us in ways that we don't even realize. And that's where it comes with the fun, and comes with the play, and it comes with the just try it out. And try it out for, if you want to use a new oil, try it out for a few days in a row before you determine if you like it or not. Absolutely. All right. So what else do you have for me? Any questions? knowing that I'm not going to be a doctor, I'm not going to answer any of that kind of stuff, but who's ready? I know that we have several members on here, but who's like, oh yeah, I want this stuff. I know that I want lavender and I want frankincense and I want that purification because my house stinks. I didn't know I wanted frankincense until I got frankincense. You guys, so good. So good. Yeah? Hey, Corey.
Hey, I need to ask Angie, what is the name of that